Hey, Grace Fellowship Church. It's been a little bit since we've had an additional thought on the Gospel of John that we've been going through together on Sunday afternoons. But I was reading something this week and just wanted to read it to you to reflect on. It's from this book, How to Inhabit Time, Understanding the Past, Facing the Future, Living Faithfully Now by James K.A. Smith. And it's a meditation on time. Smith is a professor of philosophy at Calvin University, and so this is it's a quotation that hopefully just sparks us to contemplation, to thinking. I think I'm still trying to understand exactly what it means, so I just want to invite you into the processing of it. So let me just read it and then say a few things about it. This is what he says. The miracle of grace, Jesus said, is that we could be, quote, born again, John 3:3. Part of what makes this miraculous is that the new birth is not a blank slate. Nicodemus doesn't understand this. He can only imagine being born again by rewinding the clock. Quote, can one enter a second time into the mother's womb and be born, John 3:4. Jesus is inviting him to consider the unthinkable, that this historical creation can be born again, can begin again. And not because God erases history. That would mean erasing me, this I that is historical creation. The miracle that puzzled Nicodemus, that should astound us, is that the God of grace can redeem even me, this historical creation, can begin again with this history that lives in me, that is me. It's the body with scars that is resurrected. It's the me with a history that is redeemed, forgiven, graced, liberated. It's that line there, it's the body with scars that is resurrected, that kind of helps me to understand that quotation, I think. But there's something about the fact that we can be made new, and not that we have to go back and become something altogether different. But that who we are now, that Christ is making us new. And he does that in the new birth by giving us the ability to respond to his grace. And yet, isn't there a sense in which every day there's the opportunity for Christ to make us new, to begin again with who we are? We can get so frustrated with who we are, with what we've done or not done, and feel like we just need to start completely over. If I could just become someone completely new, then God could do something with me. But the miracle of God's grace is that he starts with who we are now and can make us new. It's the body with the scars of who we are that is resurrected to new life, and that Christ uses in deep ways. So I invite you to continue to contemplate those thoughts. I also want to link, I'll put this down underneath the video, a song by Jess Ray called Born Again that kind of asks that question. Can we be born again? Is there this hope that we can actually be changed? So John is meditative literature. He's inviting us to continue to think on things, and even this Sunday, as we look at the latter half of John chapter 3, we're going to be continuing to think about what it means to be born again, what it means to be born from above, what it means that Christ came from above and is bringing new life to us. So I invite you to just continue to meditate on the scriptures and allow God's word and God's spirit to shape you more into God's image. So thanks, everyone.